Oh, he's sweating. Yes. Got you on the ropes now, you self-proclaimed righteous. I'm going to end your whole miserable career. Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit, but we're back with another Turnabout Tuesday. And we are here for the thrilling conclusion of the court case with Miles Edgeworth versus Von Karma. So, let's get into this. I am so hyped. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
Yeah, in a building full of cops, nobody heard us screaming about that. We didn't go to tell them to get the security footage or anything.
Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Yep, he got that emo boy going on. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. And a few thousand volts.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea.
I'm gonna go touch all the fire hydrants. No! Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out, yeah. What? She hit Gumshoe, didn't she? Oh, yeah, pal. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was Gumshoe, knew it. What's gotten into that girl? Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Oh, that was me. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? It could be a thing where he goes in and out of fits of remembering. That does happen to some people with brain damage. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. I mean, considering he gave all those reminders to the bird that were very specific. Alright, courtroom number 3, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Constipated Demon over here is ready as well. The prosecution is ready. Oh, he was not expecting an answer. Oh, right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. He's actually talking today. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. And still with the snot bubble like always. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Ah, the demon voice is back. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. And pop. Alright, let's see what you got to say, old man. Why you left the court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I, went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Uh-huh, that's your reasoning. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. So let's see. So, where can I get a good... He wasn't running away. Went to buy some food for Polly. Let's press on that. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. You ain't affording no high-quality French pellets. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Judge, no. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Seriously. You got nothing to do with this incident, huh? You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Oh, you absolutely do. But let's hear it up. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. I don't know, I get grudges against people for stepping on my feet all the time. I prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Yeah, of course it does, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or, are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb on karma, you bitch! Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. It is Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Done. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk. Don't wag your finger at me, you pretentious bitch. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tisk. What are you tisking about now, damn it? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Oh boy. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No, come on. This is back before DNA testing was a big thing. I think that comes in later. Tisk. What will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No, I know what happened, I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, you're very funny here. Sword winner, Mr. Von Karma. Wait a second, yeah, here we go. Cross-examine his parrot.
Well, what is it, Nick?
No, you're not going to, Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Ha! What's his face? Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Because that is totally something that would be legally binding. Just, don't think about it too much. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. I object your objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, still want to go through with your little game? You know what? I'm gonna drop a save, and then I'm gonna go through with it. I'm crazy enough, I'll do it! Let the parrot take the stand! Words he will hopefully never have to utter again in this courtroom. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Lots of firsts for a lot of people today. Ark! That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Yeah, you gotta say the right words, or she's just gonna be quiet. Hello, quack. That's all she's got. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Okay. Start pressing. All she says is hello, squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. Well, you just testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Let's start with what's your name? Yeah, I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. What we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh, let's see. What is something good? Let's see, taken from his heart. Let's see. Nothing there that has the word Polly on it. Trying to find like something good. Elevator District Courthouse. Elevator was not completed. No clues found on the scene. Victim data. Miles Edgeworth. Murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi. Aha! Fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Here we go. Yep, that's the one. The DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is this information connected to the parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancé's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide.
That's why he named his parrot after her. I see, I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? I'm kind of surprised anybody wanted to have sex with you to begin with. Also, spoiler alert for future games, he has a daughter. Does he have more than one child that I haven't heard of? Or does Francisca actually have a kid? She's only 7 years old. Yeah, if Francisca has a kid, then she had that kid young, and I can't imagine Von Karma would have approved of that. So does he have another secret kid? Or is this him just trying to bluff and make Phoenix feel bad? Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Alright.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Alright, so let's press again.
Let's see. Testify. Maya talk to her. Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
That was one of the trigger phrases. If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot.
Hello. Oh, did he retrain her in that couple days?
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Okay. Well, let's try the last one. Okay. Alright, what's the safe number then? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
It does.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Well, probably the DL6 file again. Yeah, case summary 1228. Yep. Okay. Take that! The DL6 case file again. What is this obsession you have with this case? It's very much tied to this. Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Cool, who wants to go check his pocket to see if that's true? This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Okay, he didn't run away again. Good. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. Nah, it's okay. Up. Yep, he was faking it. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the
real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Hmm? Yes, it was me. I did it. Oh, well, at least he's confessing pretty easily. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance at my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Boom! Slam dunk. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? He's definitely not used to being in that spot. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Nope, nope. And surprisingly, no. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. I just like to imagine the people in the stands throwing down the confetti whenever you win. I know I do. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
I was gonna say that's ending way too easily, and I saw that little smirk Von Karma. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth, no. Oh no, we got the serious music going on now, guys. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell him he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. Yeah, he is, Maya. He's going to tell him he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? You know what? Because I don't want to go through all of that stuff again. Gonna drop a save real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's object to his objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Oh boy. Now it's time for Edgeworth's testimony. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Of course, he had to strike a dramatic pose while he said it too, because he's a diva. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime, for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Oh boy. I think we would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh, Miles, why? You brave, noble bastard. You gotta make my life harder. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your efforts. Oh, come shoo. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. There are other ways to do that, my guy. Murder is murder no matter what the circumstances. No, there's manslaughter and self-defense. Those are not technically the same thing. This is crazy, just crazy! Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Well, what are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it! He confessed that he did it in court! I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. You're gonna give him all sorts of unnecessary feelings again, Phoenix. Alright, 2:30 p.m. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Also, he just admitted it's unconventional to run a case by the book for him. Wow. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Yeah, he probably did, that manipulative son of a bitch. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. I think she's still trying to call her sister. Alright, DL6 incident. On that day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Yeah, but don't you think you'd recognize it if it was your dad screaming? I mean, granted, he probably didn't hear his dad scream that often, but it would at least still be his voice, unless his dad screamed like a high-pitched little girl or something. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, gone to the courtroom to observe one of his father's trials. Let's get some information about who he was on trial with. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Oh, valuable information, okay. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case. It was 15 years ago, I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. That's why he's afraid of earthquakes. They began to argue. What were they arguing about? What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... just then something heavy fell at my feet. Okay. So let's see. Any information about that? What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. There was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once. Yes. I think, after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot, and that horrible scream. The scream. It's a terrible scream. He remembers it to this day. Now, I have an issue with the gunshot. It was a single gunshot, but... let's see... I want to take a look. No clues found on the seam. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay, so that's what I thought. There was one bullet. So he fired it once, but the thing was fired twice. I don't know if that's going to be right or not, but it feels like that's a contradiction. So I'm going to follow it. Okay. Single gunshot. So then... so yeah, and then we're going to point it out on the victim data. Murder weapon was fired twice. Yep, okay. Alright, so we're going to present that. Objection! Okay, yep, music stopped. Let's see if I got it. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? Dude, we are literally debating about this case openly. Shut your pompous butt up, go to the bathroom and get rid of that constipated look on your face. I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? I'm gonna have to go with yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna do it. Because I have come too far to do all of this again. Okay. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident. Let's see. Murder weapon, various prints. Take from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings. Let's see, I'm trying to think about what's gonna be the best one, because part of me looks at this and see how there's a gunshot through the window here, but then what hit him? I think it's this. I might be wrong, but I think it's that. Take that! Look at this photograph! I'm gonna reference Nickelback! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Oh? So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. My god, dude. The contradiction in the photo. Well, I would go with that. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Well, Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. The demon voice.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Something else that made a bullet hole? You mean like a bullet?
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Wipe that smirk off your face, you cocky bastard.
How did this happen?
I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? No, you weren't. Have I been wrong about this whole incident? No, you're not.
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. There probably is. There was still that scream. Come on, Nick. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
No, come on. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright, I do have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Shut up. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
It must exist. Oh, that was Mia. The second bullet. There she is. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? Well, we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us who this murderer. Who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murder search for that bullet? You know, if he got shot, then he didn't really need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Because it was shot into the person, maybe? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance what? I am grasping at straws for my life, or rather my boyfriend's life here. Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Okay, now we're getting the ball rolling. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Oh, what if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured. There we go, we're getting it now. Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? You know what? Kinda wanna risk it. Should I risk it or should I hold it? You know what, let's try it. Consequences be damned! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma. Von Karma? Oh, the smirk. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there. Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with it? Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Oh, so if he didn't get a doctor, then I think I know where it is. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane, but totally something he would do because he's that deranged. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence proof that I was shot? I think I can. Let me just make sure I've still got the metal detector. That's gonna be fun. Okay. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Let's try it. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. You could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he's sweating. Yes. Got you on the ropes now, you self-proclaimed righteous bastard. I'm going to end your whole miserable career. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Objection! The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Let's see. Bullshit detector activated. Bullshit detector activated. Oh, we got a big one. We got a big piece of shit right here. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Oh yes, I do. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. Haha. No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. Yes! Get his butt, Phoenix! What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. It's... the ballistic markings bullet. Is it that one? Because if it matches, that's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Yep, you may recall the term. Came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. It kind of depends. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? The demon is unleashed! Oh yeah, he is so pissed. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! Roar! Yeah, the demon scream makes sense now. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. Oh, he is losing it! I keep losing it! I love it! You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death, death. Yeah, he's losing it. 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Yep. The confession. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. Well, it appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Twice in one freaking day. Let's go. Back-to-back wins. I love it. I love it. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, please tell me I never have to voice Von Karma again. His voice kills my throat. I made him way too gravelly, but it seemed appropriate. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! That's what I was hoping for. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? Is this the part where you confess that you're in love with me now? I'm not sure how to say this. You're not helping, buddy. You're not helping. I know. Try thank you and please go to dinner with me. Maya ships it. I see. Thank you, Wright. Alright, where's the second part? I want the second part. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Come on, ask him to dinner already. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Clearly, you definitely scream like 20-something-year-old virgin. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? Yeah, Gumshoe's a real one. See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! Oh, that made me cringe so hard. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Wada! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Well, why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. Fiance, she's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you came along to take too. My treat, pal. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. He looks so nervous.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Yeah, it's probably about all he's got left now. Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
$38 exactly.
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38.
No, Larry! Oh, Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
The night and day dynamic with these two.
The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I'd become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Heck yeah.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. He celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Ugh, 5:02 a.m., that is way too early. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5? I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training of course, and part of a cult. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Oh, it is not goodbye. You'll be back. You always are. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! Did we get there in time? I guess I'm too late.
Hey, Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
I'm not the one who's got kleptomania problems.
Wait. What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Well, she was the one who got the bullet for me.
Take that!
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. I guess we gotta cheer up a little bit.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
Somebody bounce back real freaking quick. I don't know about that.
So, this is it. See you soon, Maya.
And with that, she's gone, and our wallet is much, much lighter.
Thanks, Nick.
Aww. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Heck yeah! Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
That is a really sweet way to end that. Oh, this has been a fun little roller coaster ride from start to finish, and this knocks out the first game in the series. Oh, hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Yeah, that sounds like Edgeworth. He's working on it. He's trying, I promise. Let's see, who's next?
Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Larry, stop dating gold-digging models. It's not gonna work out for you, dude. I don't know how you keep pulling such hot girls, but seriously. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. Sure, he's grateful. Dude, you were the tutorial lawyer. Who cares? But, yeah, this is... Oh, this guy again. Phoenix Wright.
Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Would you stop in the area, please stop by. This is a nice little way to end the game, kind of catch up with everybody that we've seen. You gonna see anybody in jail? Oh, it's you. It's Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. You keep quoting that every single time I see you, man. Am I just gonna find lemons in your pocket someday? Alright, who do we got next? Oh, it's all a bag. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. He can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting something on DVD in the box set? Now that I know what a DVD is or why I used to using these days, how am I supposed to? Yeah, I could not keep up with that even if I tried. He talks way too fast for me to read that properly. I'm sure there's somebody out there who can speed read and speak that. Oh, well, I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? Aww. I'm glad you're doing better, buddy. So happy for you. You deserve it. Let's see, who's next? Aw, Penny! Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Oh, she actually did it. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living in anyway? Cult compound. Big cult compound. Don't worry, she'll be fine eventually. Alright. Oh. Right, who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Oh, what is it, is Wendy Oldbag the one inside the suit now? That's kind of funny to think about. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me, I've been trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Aw, was Mia in the picture with us? That's actually really sweet to think about. Let's see, who we got next? Aw, yeah, Mia was in the picture. That's so sweet. And Gumshoe has the confetti. Victory! Hell yeah! Aw, they all look so happy, except for Phoenix. He just looks confused. They look confused, but still. Oh. Alright. Brand new episode has been added. Yep. So, that concludes the very first Phoenix Wright game. This has been so nostalgic for me. Going into the next ones, I think I'll find less and less that I remember, so it's going to be more and more of me genuinely figuring it out as I go versus having some old memories, but this has still been a lot of fun, and we'll start the next game in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!
Aw, game over already? Don't worry, there's always more fun to be had later. If you enjoyed your stay, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting Arya's Arcade. Bye-bye!